Today we're jumping into something I think many of you will find interesting, especially if you've ever, struggled with juggling different business tools.
Yeah, we're looking at a pretty comprehensive system.
Exactly. Our sources really zero in on how this platform integrates things. It's not
Hmm.
just a bunch of separate apps. It's trying to be this uh, unified way to handle quoting, design, documents, all that stuff.
Right. And our mission here really is to help you understand how one system can take all these, often disconnected steps.
Like quoting, then designing something visually.
Precisely.
Mhm.
And then getting the documents right. How it pulls all that into a single workflow that's hopefully much more efficient and, importantly, accurate.
Okay, so let's maybe start with the quoting part. That seems foundational.
Good place to start.
The material we look at talks about a professional quotation system, specifically an interactive quote builder.
Hmm.
And it mentions things like real time cost calculations with tax support. That sounds like a pretty big deal right there.
Oh, absolutely. Think about no more manual tax lookups or getting the pricing wrong because something changed last minute.
And it also highlighted dynamic form validation and error handling
Yeah, so basically, it catches your mistakes as you make them.
right before the quote even goes out the door. That must boost confidence.
Definitely. And underneath that, there's this advanced pricing engine. It's not just adding numbers, it's doing like automatic material cost calculations
Okay,
and crucially, multi currency support. So if you're operating internationally,
that's huge. Takes away a lot of the complexity and, well, guesswork.
exactly, it ensures that pricing is precise no matter what.
So we've got this precise quoting down, but often a quote needs a visual, right? It's not just numbers on a page.
Very true.
How does the system handle that? The sources mentioned a professional drawing canvas.
Yeah, built on HTML5, high resolution.
And the tools sounded surprisingly detailed, not just basic shapes, but dimension lines,
Yeah.
mesh, glass, even specific window types like sliding, French, curved.
Arched, circular. Yeah. It's quite comprehensive.
And you can actually save drawing as named image and attach directly to quotes.
And that's the key integration piece. Why does it matter? Well, it puts the visual right there with the price.
So everyone's literally on the same page.
Exactly. It cuts down massively on misunderstandings, potential errors. The client sees exactly what they're getting quoted for, enhances communication, builds trust.
That makes sense. You avoid that whole back and forth trying to describe something complex purely in text.
Precisely.
Okay, so the quote looks good, the design is clear. What about actually sending this out professionally? What's the output like
Right. The final step. The system handles automatic PDF generation,
with branding options?
templates.
Yep, branding templates, the works. Plus, really important these days, digital signature support.
Ah, essential.
So it streamlines that whole client interaction. Think about features like email integrated document sending. Just click and it's gone.
And batch export for multiple quotes. Yeah, another big time saver. It just makes that final delivery step really smooth and professional looking for you.
This whole thing sounds very powerful, very integrated. But what about using it day to day? Is it
Mhm.
stuck on a desktop or
Good question. No, it's designed to be flexible. It has a fully responsive layout.
meaning phones, tablets,
Phones, tablets, desktops, works across the board. And get this, offline mode with PWA support.
PWA, progressive web app?
Exactly. So it basically works like an app. Even if you lose your internet connection, it just syncs up later.
Wow, okay. That's pretty useful for teams out in the field,
Huge. And there are also accessibility features built in, like high contrast modes, font adjustments, even a multi language framework.
making it usable for more people. Okay,
Huh.
one last area, maybe the most critical data.
Yeah.
How safe is your work? Does it just disappear if the browser crashes?
No, that's where robust persistence comes in. It's more than just autosave, it does cross session data sync,
Heating.
meaning you start on your desktop, maybe your computer crashes, you pick it up later on your tablet.
And it's all there.
Everything, every change, your work is constantly saved and synced. It gives you that peace of mind.
And security, privacy, dealing with client info.
Top priority, it seems. They mention encrypted storage and privacy compliance. Basically, treating your data like it's in a secure vault, meeting industry standards.
Right, so building trust not just with the interface, but with the underlying security.
Absolutely. It's about confidence for both you and your clients.
So, wrapping up, what we've really seen today is how bringing these different functions, the quoting, the visual design, the document handling into one place, it just simplifies things enormously.
It really does. It takes these complex, often separate processes and makes them feel like one logical flow.
From getting the price right to showing exactly what it looks like to getting it signed off.
Exactly. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. Consider how having this kind of single integrated system could change your workflow. How moving from separate tools to one cohesive, secure environment might make even really complex operations feel, well, surprisingly straightforward.
Making the intricate feel intuitive. A powerful idea. Thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure.